Jelly. You've done it to yourself. You crossed me. Now I'm gonna have to come back at you. Let's get it. You a fat ass bitch. You a plug. You a snitch. I fucked your sister and she sucked up on this long fat dick. Yeah, I piped Ariana and then I plugged her with my stick. Did I forget to mention that you are a fucking bitch? You a fake ass nigga and you can't win a face off. Put a veggie in a circle and on you he will take off. You probably got a MySpace saying on little girls you stalk on. You don't fucking pass and in the league you suck everyone off. You chirp like a bird, but it's a fact that your asshole is what I just burned. You probably wanna fuck Ability and Cosmic too. Did everyone in the league know that you finger yourself in your room? You sit on your ass all day. You a pussy ass bitch, you gay. Don't get me started on how many times you switched your name. That's about $50 down the fucking drain. You a pussy, you a snitch, you play with play cheese. You a bitch, if it wasn't for Cosmic in the league, you'd have no juice. And I heard that you fuck up on your sister too. Look, your name is Jelly, don't get me just started on that. You a fat bitch, you probably fart and take a nap. You thought that you could take the chip, but you be a smelly bitch. Your sister's room smell like dick because that's where I gave it. Now cut the beat, psych. Diss me again and I'll have your little jelly wobbly your ass in a coffin. Cross me again and Cosmic is going down with you, you butt buddy faggot ass bitches. I beat your ass up and I leave your ass with stitches. But wait, you thought I was done? I was just getting on your ass. You probably eat gum. People in the league think you're an Aggie little bitch. They're not wrong, it's just because you are a motherfucking snitch. Now what the fuck is up with your family and all this screaming? I could call Dyfus right now and have your family on Dr. Phil. I fucked your sister after I mixed that Gatorade with the pill. Next up, I will talk about how you are a whole stretch. Just know that I'm talking about you and NHL next. Okay, 2 minutes after draft night, you start looking up videos on how to take a face off. Who's the fucking captain that drafted this low-life piece of shit? Okay, now a compy could probably walk you, and the defense knows every little bullshit move that you try to pull off. Now I'm not very good, but I pass better than you. You selfish low-life piece of shit, fuck you. You smell, and oh my god, yes you do. Now I'm just a small young white boy with the rhymes that burn your fucking rock. I should FaceTime you while your whole family gives me top. I'm relentless with these rhymes like you on your whole family. Breaking news, little Arabian boy shoots family out in Jersey. I don't care, I'm going apeshit like you when you see Cosmic. Tell us you love him and want to put a ring on his finger, but it's legal now, so go ahead and fucking come out the closet. I knew I could fucking prove it. The only sport you do is fish. You only like it because you can eat. I will bend you over and I will make you suck up on this meat. You suck off Swag and try to give him advice about his wife. Why don't you shut the fuck up and worry about your own lonely life? I'm out.
All right, 239 fam, this is the Bro Show here, giving you episode 1 of season here. So, I think this is the first non-throwdown media show of the actual season 2, but we'll get into that later. So, as usual, we have Dominator Silver here.
What's up, guys?
And Rocco.
What's up, guys?
So, as usual, this show is being brought to you by 239 Dog of the Week. And, this might sound crazy because I'm on the show, whatever, but we're going to give it to my little pup, Hurley, just because he turned 1 today. Not 1 today, but 1 week ago. So it's his birthday here, too, so we'll toss it out to Hurley as the Bro Show Dog of the Week. You'll see this little cute pup, little good boy. So, yeah, so that's the Dog of the Week. It is fair. It's a cute dog. It's his birthday. So...
A little bit of home cooking, but...
Big 1-year-old.
I think after people see him, they'll be fine with it, so...
Yeah, and I'll make sure it's a good pick for everyone too. So I think on the agenda today we're gonna do go back to Hot or Not too. So we'll do Hot or Not teams here for the first couple weeks of the season, 3 weeks maybe, 2 weeks, I forget how deep we are into the season. We'll do a little bit of Donnie drama, cover some trades in the Donnie drama section too, and then we're going to finish up with a newly minted segment called Imagine. And we'll kind of be doing that. We're doing that every week, just a little bit, just to spice it up, change it up a little bit too. So we'll pass it off to Dom Silver, and we'll kick it off with Hot or Not.
Goddamn right. Yeah. So obviously, you guys remember Hot or Not? We should pick our subjective choice of teams that we think are doing great and are also trending poorly. I'll be.
Is that really the explanation, Dom?
Really good, right? Because it's not definitely.
Does it really need it?
Does it? Does it?
I realize there's some dumb people that might be listening, but come on. That dumb? Come on.
Rocco, have you seen the people in this league? I mean, alright. I just literally turned the entire league against me with that comment. No big deal. So yeah, Hot or Not. I guess my 2 picks. I'll just go with the. I don't know. I'll go with Cortez as a hot team. When they played us, they swept us. I can't remember what I said about them, but they're surprisingly good. They have a really good team D, really good trap. I like the way they're trending. They're 14-4 right now. Hopefully this is updated. They have 18 games played. Yeah, good team. I think they'll be up there the rest of the season. They have a lot of skill in that. In each position, actually. So Cortez is doing well so far, and he's not even in net, so shocker there. And then my not team, I'm gonna, you know I'm gonna say it. It's this Ballbag's team. Yambag is 1-10-1, 3 points on the season, pure misery. So I'm gonna pull some punches, but I'm just glad I'm not on my dumpster fire. So, yeah, definitely a not team for me. Obvious choice. Donnie?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to look at these standings and see Yambag's team down there and see that one win column, and knowing it's against us, it just hurts inside a little bit. We let one get away. But I'm gonna go with not. I'm gonna go with X Daly's team as my not. I'll start off with my not. I think we played them, we swept them. Wasn't even in question the entire series. There was some emo after that we'll get to later, but yeah, I just didn't see any real positives from the team in terms of their defense or their offense. They're struggling. I know they made some trades. There's a little bit of emo flowing from there too. It's a tough season with and they got some pretty good players on the team. It's just not clicking too. So I'll go with Daly as a not team, and then hot team. I guess I have to go to Joe Stowe. I don't know if I steal this one from Rocco too, but we played them. It was a good series. I mean, one game was out of hand, right? They beat us 2-1 in the series, but shut us out twice. And there was one game that was 5-0, and then their other win was 1-0. Then we beat them, I think, 3 or 4-1. But it was a good series overall. Just never seen a trap harder than that in my entire life. But I didn't expect it from this team. I don't know where it came from. They had pretty decent offense, but I don't know. If you look, this team on paper does not look like they're at the top of the standings. But the way that they're playing in this system, that I've never seen Joe Stowe run this system before, trapping this hard, seems to be doing well. So it's interesting to see if they can sustain this, and if teams, when they get their second time around on them in the playoffs or something, can adjust to their style of play. We didn't adjust at all, and definitely hurt us too. So that's my hot or not.
Yeah, it's tough to argue with Stowey's team there. I mean, I know we were kind of hard on him after that post-draft show we did, right? And he's, what can you say? I mean, he's shut everybody up real quick. 15-3 to start the season. Swept us. A bit embarrassing. I mean, like you said, they trap, but at the same time, traps aren't the end-all, be-all. You can overcome a trap, and we obviously didn't do that. Our team couldn't figure it out, and again, they shut us out 2 games in a row. That's pretty fucking embarrassing, especially when you got Jets killer in net. Sorry, Jets, but yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, not team. You know what? Hot take. I'm gonna say our team. I'm gonna go with our team.
Oh boy.
Tied for fifth right now.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. We'll slow
With
down.
a
Tied for
series in
fifth with
hand.
six,
I'm just telling the
games
people.
in
Yeah.
hand. 2 series in
Absolutely.
hand.
Oh,
2
2
series in hand.
Okay.
I saw us a little bit better than where I think we are right now. When we had that draft, I felt so good after that draft. I wasn't just looking at like, oh, we're gonna do well. We have a really good chance to win the 239 Cup. I'm thinking like, are we gonna lose a series? And that happened pretty quickly in embarrassing fashion. And we also lost a game to Yambag. So I don't really have much else to say there. I think we need to step it up. I think we need to come together as a team. And that.
Astute.
Maybe a little bit of an overreaction.
Wait, Donnie, who's your not?
but-
maybe not hitting the
My
panic
not was
button yet.
Daly.
Yeah, he's your. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, make sure we hit on that. Yeah, I think, and everyone else there, kind of in the 11-3 range. I'm not saying that they're that close. I feel like some teams are kind of getting jumps already, like Max after that trade, and Pale, I think, just won their series, and which kind of bleeds into the next game and stuff we want to cover, but I guess not just yet. We're gonna go right into, I think, everyone's favorite segment, Donnie Drama. What's on your mind this week, Donnie?
It's media, man. It's media. I think.
Well, but why?
Media.
What's the issue with media? Like, what could possibly be the thing? These 3
I don't know,
weeks,
man,
and
there's
if you watch the last Throwdown, like, what's there to talk about?
Tough communication out there. Just started a new season. It is summer season. I get that too, and I'm busy. It's struggle to get this done as well, but we're doing it. Throwdown had a month off, and then has come back a little bit. E-Sober, no idea where they are.
Rip.
Just gone.
F
Lost.
to pay respects in chat, guys.
Out of here.
Press F to pay respects.
Out of here. Yeah. Pouring out for E-Sober. E-Sober, 50% of E-Sober ripped out of the 239 media chat after our series too.
Facts.
Dropping hard Fs at our goalie for no reason. It's been a lot of drama around here lately. I don't know. What are you guys' takes on this?
Yeah, well, Rocco, I'll let you, if you have any takes on it, go first. Because I might spiel as per usual.
I get it. This game sucks. I fucking hate it. I can't believe I have to finish a fucking season playing this game now that I've played the NHL 19 beta. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be so fucking miserable playing this game the rest of the way. So you have that working against you, the game being terrible, and maybe you lose interest in media and whatever, but the thing that pisses me off is it's been, 3-4 weeks now since we've done a show, and it's because we've been trying to work out a schedule with SO and Sober, and they just kept fucking us over with it. Like, when the fuck are we gonna be able to do our show? And then, what was it, last week? It was like, oh, they let the Throwdown guys do it on Friday, so then it just, everything was just a fucking mess. And you know what? You want to be emo about the game, you want to, whatever it is, I don't give a shit, but don't prevent us from doing our show. That's what pisses me off about it.
Yeah, that's kind of, you touched on it there. That's what I was going to bring up, in a way. I mean, not to point the finger, but, I mean, we're obviously, the Elitist was a weekly thing. It moved to bi-weekly as we agreed to do the same. It kind of let both shows, right? It was done with good intent, give everyone a breather, ton of content for people to cover, within 2 weeks. And, obviously we communicate, saying, is this your week, this your week? Obviously, when there's a new season, everything kind of changes anyway. So, we had definitely contact with them, and we were told certain days would be a thing, and then they just weren't. Admittedly, I wish I had more hands-on with it. I just assumed that we had it covered, like this will be our week. It was like, oh no, it's going to be that week, and then we'll do it. That being said, I understand why they took weeks off. Not saying it's the right thing or the best thing or whatever, but we just, as you say, like, we kind of just got like fed up and just wanted to fucking do a show. So that's out of the way, all that drama, all that dumb shit. So Bro Show's back.
I couldn't.
We never went anywhere.
Hold on, I couldn't.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on a second. I couldn't have less desire to play this game right now. I have such a minimal. I don't want to practice. I don't want to get on it. This has been like the case for 2 weeks. Game is poop. It's summer. I don't know why I signed up either. Still have LG too. It's miserable. My LG season's going horribly. I literally have no desire to play this game. I totally understand it all. But, just as Rocco mentioned, we're all here trying to, do it right and give content and do this stuff. So, that's just my take on it. It's like, game's terrible. We all know it. It's always been bad. Every single time we have a guest on, we talk about how bad it is.
Right, but it's what we signed up for, is my point. Like, I know everyone knows, but we can't be surprised in the dog days of summer, or whatever you want to call it, that, I have some responsibility to an online hockey league or to a media show or whatever. It's like, well, yeah, but you signed up for it. And maybe not now, but you signed up for it way back when you started. And yes, it's nice to have weeks off, but there's no excuse. You have weekends off, right? Shaking it delayed, cool. But... And again, it's not that big of a deal. It's not the end of the world. Like, there's a month of whatever, no content in the summer. I'm sure people probably didn't even miss it. But, that's the fact of the matter. Our loyal fan base definitely missed it, and PMing me for where the fuck is your show. But it's mostly been media on media.
Really?
Down.
We have fans like that?
Probably like 2 people. That's why I didn't want to go ahead and get into names. Yeah, it's not like the masses. Yeah, no, that being said, so just media shit, it's dealt with, obviously, as we're here. Throwdown's back, been 3 weeks, that's good. We'll keep it going. Obviously an interesting season, tons of parity, I think. And speaking of, and what we were touching on earlier about teams trending upwards, there were some trades I think I wanted to cover. I don't know I guess get your guys' take on it. Yambag's team, which apparently I guess is the front runner for dumpster fire of the season. And that's no real shot at Yambag's team, except that it is, but compared to Daly's team and the other ones out there, had a huge fire sale, it seems. In that 2 first-round picks went to other teams, and Yam got returned, I'll just say the whole trade. Yam returned Pogs and Peakful Bob from Mac's team. Mac got Surprise Me and Epic, and Jelly got Brick in a 3-way trade. So just wondering how we felt about that. Big trade dramas.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Mac's team got a little bit better. I think Gambag's team got worse, and I think Jelly's team got a little bit better too. I think just Brick and Jelly. I think didn't Brick play on Jelly's team last season or 2 seasons ago or something like that?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I think they
definitely have a connection.
Yeah, definitely. So that team's interesting. Looking at them, I don't know. I love this D-Swish kid though with those raps. I need more of those raps. Someone getting beef with this.
Is it just messages of him like rhyming and shit?
Oh, like go on. He has he put stuff on SoundCloud about doing shitting on Jelly in a rap.
Okay.
He'll
very
he was
serious
PMing
question.
me for advice on his which beats he should do for his next diss track. This kid's a legend.
Is it with music?
We need more of it.
It's not just some dude freestyling by himself, a cappella.
Yeah, it's with music. He'll put it on the back of a track. Yeah.
How many tracks are there?
He'll send you the links. He did one against. He did a couple against Jelly, and then maybe one against Cosmic, I think.
Maybe the intro to the show.
I think all
maybe
friends in real life or something like that.
Definitely need to hear these. Get the rights to them. I don't want to get sued. Royalties. I might tank the bro show.
Some pretty fire lines in them.
Jesus.
But yeah.
All right. That's good to
know.
know.
I don't know. Yeah, I think Jelly's team wins that trade. I think Surprise Me needs a bigger cast. I think the guy's awesome. He's real hard to play defense against. I think he just needs a better supporting cast, and yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Brocco, any thoughts?
I mean, what is the point of his trades? That's kind of where I'm coming from. He traded Rick to get Surprise Me, right? And you're like, that's a good trade, right? Surprise Me is a really good player. It's a pretty, move.
Gets the right wing.
And then he trades Surprise Me and Epic for Pogs and Peaceful Bob, and you kind of scratching your head and saying, okay, And then he goes ahead and trades Pogs and Young Kelch for B Crips and time to get Steven Drift King. And I'm just all sorts of confused at what's going on here. Yeah, Brandon obviously we know is a great goalie, but what good's a goalie if you can't score? I mean, you take a look at the roster that they have now. Who's gonna score the goals? I don't see much going on there. I mean, is it just me? You guys see that too, or?
Oh yeah, I agree. My main question is who's their center? If Cripps is obviously in net, as he should be, but who's their center? I mean, you got Mello,
Yambag.
who's a wing, Yambag's, and then who's the right D?
I'm just kidding. I don't know. But I know Yambag likes to play center when he doesn't play D.
News
I don't know.
No.
I don't even know.
Mello
I'm
and
looking-
Drift
I'm
on
looking at-
wing.
I think he
Drift can
created
play
more
center,
questions
but-
for himself with the trades that he made. I think he made his team worse if it's even possible.
Right. So obviously, what you're saying is there's definitely a follow-up move to come, most likely, because I don't think you can rock the rest of this season, no matter how bad, with that lineup, with a lot of people not in preferred position.
Did Yambag take a look at last season and the awful trades that were being made and is just trying to keep the status quo now? Is that what he's doing?
See, that's the thing. He came out on fire with, to captains, don't be dumb, don't be stupid. Sometimes cock blocking other trades, trade blocking, whatever is appropriate.
I mean,
And,
don't. Yeah, you can't with one breath say don't be dumb, don't be stupid,
And then weeks later
with the other breath do what he's doing.
heel
I
turn.
mean,
Yeah, no,
all right.
I fully agree. But here's the thing, and I think we can all guess, and it's exactly dead on. I mean, one night where it went really bad for him, which I think was your series. You guys played DM, right? Was that before the trade? The night before the trade, or am I
Yeah, before the
misremembering?
trade.
Yeah.
I mean, they
So
beat us once, and then we scored 11 goals one game or something like that.
Right, but Brick was still on that team, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So there was huge controversy, and then people were making claims that that player was sandbagging, which have since been absolutely denied from Brick himself and other people on his team, which is fair to say. But one of the main reasons why it was said that he would never do that, other than that's not in his character, which I fully believe. I don't think people would do that. Is simply because he knows he's not going to get traded, because he's been confirmed that he wouldn't get traded, and you can't sandbag to get traded. It won't work. Yada yada yada. This is some people's take on it, which is all right, cool. I guess that makes sense. And then Yam himself, after going through a night like that, was emo, as any captain would be. And then the night after, and it said nobody's going anywhere. We're going to figure this out in house. And I guess the night took a night to sleep on it, and then boom, all that shit happened. So I don't know. People have thoughts on it, left and right. It's a huge issue. It got a lot of people upset. I guess it is what it is right now. I mean, I can't do the show and not bring that up for certain people listening. But yeah, I guess Brick's on Jelly's team. He seems to be enjoying himself, and actually, they're playing well, so that's good. Yam enjoyed the trade, and a lot of people thought it made his team better. That before the Cripps trade, I should say. So I guess that is what it is, and I guess emo and a horrible night of getting bashed changes people's minds. So obviously he didn't want to come into the season with a kinky AC mindset, but when you're up against it and you don't give a fuck and your team's shit, you got to try something. So is it I think this trade makes us better, or is it I need to do something? And I feel like it's more of the latter. And take that for what it's worth. Yeah, if you have any thoughts on that, just let me know. But and then I just want to get my thoughts on the Cripps trade. Just to squash some rumors, a lot of people were saying he was drafted to be traded, which is incorrect. He played half our series. Cripps and I are good buddies, I would say. And we had constant contact. He knew what situation he was in. I knew what situation he was in. Everyone did. And he was in the same situation Thomps was in, but nobody ever talked about it because Thomps was a full-time goalie with perceived no MIA AIDS. And just to put this out there, because we had a Monday-Wednesday schedule, and Blue Jays home games at nighttime were Cripps MIA, he was going to miss one series for us at the very end of the season. that was it. So he was essentially full time, and yeah, the subsequent trade was asked for, and it went through that way. But it really could have been, either elite goalie. I would have kept Thompson. I kept Thompson. I'm happy about it. I would have kept Krebs and felt just as happy about it. Both are great guys, great dudes, deserve to be starters on the team. I'm happy Krebs is there, and we got a return that we thought we would get. Especially if we took Krebs there, it was fourth for a second rounder essentially. So that's the logic behind that. Can put that behind us. Cripsgate is over. Thank fuck. Everyone's happy. Moving on. And again, if you guys have any thoughts on that, just shout it out, because I might just go on to our next new segment, which I'm kind of excited for. Now, I don't know if I need to explain this or want to explain it, but our new segment's called Imagine, and I guess it's self-explanatory if you kind of know what the reference is to, but I think in our daily lives, even on this game or just outside of things, we notice things that are just full of what the fuckery, and the Bro Show ever having so much content, thought of a nice new segment. So you know what? Rather than just fleshing it out, I'm gonna let Donnie start and just kind of go with the flow on what Imagine really is, because it's more of a passionate type of segment. So Donnie, take it away.
Yeah, I mean, I think we always, when things happen in the chat box or in parties, you see something just absolutely ridiculous, we drop an Imagine too. But I think the part of it too is that in our daily lives we're coming across them too. So I think you'll see some Imagines from just crazy weird stuff that happens in your daily lives versus what happens in online hockey, and we're just trying to lighten the mood and get it going here too. So I think I can drop mine is like a two-parter too, and this is something mine is online hockey related, and then I think most of mine after this are going to be real life related. So good mix here too. But this is something that drives me nuts a little bit. So my first imagine being so proud of your online virtual simulation hockey career that you use your real life government first and last name as your in-game player name, followed by imagine buying this gaming system that has literally hundreds, thousands of online games and using a 20-year-old's NHL's player's name and their number as your gamer tag. Imagine playing Call of Duty with, your gamer tag as some 20-year-old kid, Line A, whatever. Just imagine that. Two-parter. But imagine doing both. That's the real kicker, because there are people out there that do both, and it's absolutely absurd. Get a grip. Get a grip. That's mine.
So this is all all I can think of is LG, where you get guys that are like L, fucking, what's it currently? L Nylander, L29 or stuff like that, and then their gamer tag will be like Bobby Fascistino or something. Like, it's something just like absolutely, yeah.
And they're like 32 years old.
And they're 32. That's what I can't say. If you can tell a guy has McDavid 97X as a gamer tag and the guy's 54, that's a huge internal cringe for me. Crazy.
Yeah.
Racco, any thoughts?
My turn now?
Absolutely.
Doing this? Imagine. You are going about your day, heading into work. In your travels, you get stuck behind some guy driving about 27 miles an hour in a 25. Who the fuck does that? Speed up. Okay. You pull up to a stoplight. Red. He puts his right directional on. You're also turning right. There's nobody going. There is nobody going in the other direction. And this fucking guy is gonna wait until that goddamn light turns green, like right turn on red isn't a thing. Holy shit. Imagine. I get so fucking pissed off when people do this. I mean, I look like Carlton Fisk fucking trying to wave the fucking ball fair. I'm fucking flinging my hands, like yelling at the top of my lungs in my car with closed windows. Like, I just can't fucking deal with it. I get so fucking pissed off. Oh.
Yeah.
Got me going a little bit.
I feel you.
Just thinking about it.
I feel you though.
100%.
And as a city dweller, here's a fun fact too. One ways going left, you can take a left turn on red going left if it's a one way. That's a real rule. That's a real law, and it's common practice in the cities.
Well, is there
I didn't
If
know
you're
that,
one way
first of all.
oncoming lane? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, there's no oncoming lane because so let's say that you're on a street that's going up and down, right?
Yeah.
North south, right?
Yeah.
And there's and you're crossing a one way that goes east to west to the left, right? And you need to take a left onto that one-way street going left. There's no cross traffic, right? So you can take a left-hand turn onto a one-way at a stoplight if the one-way is going direction that you're taking, because you're obviously not going to take a right turn because you're going to be going into oncoming traffic because it's a one-way coming at you. Fun fact. This also drives me nuts, but it happens way more for me in left-hand turn lanes going onto a one-way going to the left. Fun fact. But it'll drive you nuts at the same time.
I gotta say, that
You
is
should blew
literally
your
the
mind
first
again.
time I'm hearing this.
I was gonna say, I
Well,
just,
it's a
city,
I
it's a
just knew about that. I don't know if
City
it's
dweller.
everywhere.
You know,
Is it?
Yeah,
it
it is.
must
I don't
be an
think that's
everywhere
common
thing,
knowledge.
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I
if
don't
it
think
doesn't
it
say
is.
no turn on red, you can take a turn on red. Yeah, 100%. Look it up.
Onto a
left
one-way,
turn,
right.
onto a one-way going because there's literally no crossing traffic at all. It's literally the same thing as taking a right on red at any other normal intersection, right? If it doesn't say no turn on red, you can take the turn.
Might be the hottest
100%.
take
Just
of all. It's definitely a thing as you hear it. You need
the
to
real
Google.
life.
It's not even like I don't believe you.
Google
it's just
it.
like holy shit. That's like changing my life. It makes
Oh,
sense.
I'm already googling it right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
People lay
can we get our
harder
guys
on the
that?
horns for. People lay harder on the horns for that mistake over the right-hand turn because people don't know. So they lay it even harder because they're like, and then people get all flustered and they take the turn and they think they're like breaking the law. It's great, but it's also this is real life.
I would
City
easily be
life.
that flustered person. I would be so confused as to why they're honking
Oh
at
my
me
God.
for following the law.
My God,
In my mind.
if I ran into this and there was some Canadian license plate in front of me, oh my God, I wouldn't get off the horn.
Yeah,
I'd be
you'd,
on it until they
not
until they-
take the soft
yeah.
Rocco move. You'd actually roll the windows down and start yelling. I mean,
I'm very disappointed now. I just started looking into this. Left turn at a red light is not permitted in Rhode Island, so fuck me, right?
but
Left turn on a
one-way.
red light is not permitted onto a one-way going left. It 100% is.
I was like, is this an
In Rhode
you're on
Island,
the
it's not
street.
permitted.
onto
Yes.
a one-way?
Here's
Oh, wow.
yeah, all right. So it has to be two one-ways. It has to be two one-way streets, right? That's the thing. You can't take a left-hand turn onto a one-way if you're on a two-way street, right? So if your north-south street is two ways, it doesn't work. If
Oh.
you're on if you're on like so I live in the city, right? That's all one ways, right? So I'm telling you. So if you're in a
Okay.
one-way going north-south and then a one-way going east-west, you can take a left-hand turn onto the west.
See, now it changed a little.
Okay,
I
I got
thought it was. All right.
I
No,
got it
well,
here.
I mean, I'm
I got it
just
here. We're gonna
explaining
do
it
a
better.
Bro Show PSA right now. Bro Show PSA. You the more you know, tuned
Okay. Check my magic powers. There it is.
Shut up! I created a dead space so you could put it in there.
Yeah,
God damn it.
but I was
Trying
queuing
to at
it.
least. You fucking talked.
I was queuing it.
Jesus Christ. Have some fucking professionalism, Dom. Anyway,
Oh my god.
a simple left turn onto a one-way street going left. Where do I live? If you live in Connecticut, Missouri, except Kansas City where it is legal, New York City, but not the rest of the state, North Carolina, Rhode Island, New Jersey, South Dakota, unless local ordinance allows it, Maine, New Hampshire, just stay at the red light. Not allowed. All of the states proceed to question 2. Is the street I'm on a one-way street? And is the street I want to turn onto a one-way street traveling left? Check the states mentioned, number 1 above. The remaining 42 states permit this kind of left turn. So you have to be on a one-way.
Yeah. So the
Turning
one way to
onto
one way is the thing.
Oh, I
right?
didn't explain that part. So one way to one way.
Oh, you
Yeah,
didn't.
You can't cross over traffic. I know.
That's
I
why-
didn't
that's
say
why I
that
was
specifically. I thought it was
saying-
No,
implied.
in
That's why
fact,
I
I
thought
think you
oncoming.
flat
Oh,
out
I don't know.
said like, right, never mind. We won't go there.
I said,
Is the street I am on a two-way street, and the one I want to turn on to a one-way street? Big
Not
question
allowed.
right here. The lucky drivers in Michigan, Idaho, Washington, Oregon, and Alaska are permitted to turn left from red.
Oh.
Either a one-way
That's
or a
great.
two-way street onto a one-way. Is there a sign posted there? Okay, yeah. Read the signs. I don't have to go there. Yeah,
Wow, I mean,
Rochelle
that's-
PSA,
that's
there you
pretty-
go.
that's a pretty valuable website you got there. Pretty
This is a
informative.
pretty valuable show we're bringing to you guys here today.
Right? Content. Just what we do. I mean, so this is kind of a good segue into what mine was going to be. I mean, granted, I did think about this a couple weeks ago because I was stuck behind a person like this, and it really just kind of blew my mind. But, like, imagine saving up money, getting a bunch, for a down payment, if that's what you're going to do, doing tons of research online, looking at car companies, makers, models, everything, building packages, going through everything. If you're with a significant other, talking it over, what is the right car for you? Deciding on a make, test driving it. Going to Nissan because you think, you know what, this is the make for me. They're quality stuff. It's what I need. Going through each model in the class that you want, and spending thousands upon thousands of dollars, either at the drop of a hat or just over time, most of your life, to purchase a fucking Nissan Cube. What the fuck is wrong with people that they saw that car, and I'm going to throw it up right now, and they're like, yep, 100%. That is definitely the car for me. Straight up, like, seriously, imagine pretending you don't have bodies stacked in between your drywall, then waking up on that morning and driving a Nissan Cube to work. That's fucking insane. I can't see anybody driving this car with a straight face. For some reason, the people that I see driving this car are like starving artist hipsters who think everything's art, but still having enough money to buy that car and think it's just, oh my god, this is what's going to get me from point A to point B. Like it's insane. I cringe when I'm behind this car or I see one go by. Who is giving Nissan life, saying keep it up, give me a model next year? What's going on in people's minds? I don't get it. What I want to hear, I want comments in chat, comments below in this thread. Who is for the Nissan Cube? I want to know you people, just so I can block you and never talk to you again. Shit's nuts, dude.
I have a hot take.
Go for it.
I'm for the Nissan Cube,
Tell me why.
and here's why.
Of course you are.
You like to see blood drain from people's bodies. Go ahead. Just tell
Because
me
I
why.
think I think it's the best way for the police to catch serial killers. That's why.
I take my entire segment back. It's a good point. It's the easiest. It's the easiest.
It was
definitely
literally
a gotcha.
it was literally made. Yeah, it was definitely literally made for the first clue to finding those serial killers.
All right, we recovered a Jane Doe. Call the dispatch. Find out how many Nissan Cubes
Yeah.
are owned in the city. We're gonna go door to door.
every time, guaranteed. Have you guys? You know that show,
It's
Fake
like-
Car? Have you ever heard of that show? Where they just
Yeah.
cops leave a car that's all like all rigged to like shut down and shit, and like just leave it open with keys in it to have people steal it. For those who don't know,
Like-
imagine one was a Nissan Cube. I guarantee you they wouldn't catch anybody, and if they did, 100% that guy has bodies melting in hydrofluoric acid barrels in their apartment. 100% that shit's happening.
It's like you got the police officer like calling the dispatcher. It's like, I got a suspicious vehicle on the street, and then the dispatcher like, hey, do you have enough probable cause to pull it over? They're like, well, it is a Nissan Cube. Dispatcher's like, okay, go ahead, take it down.
Yeah, it's like, you want to give me the
It's like-
license plate number so I can run it? And it's a Nissan
Yeah.
Cube. Oh, just flash
No,
them.
it's a Nissan Cube.
Just take it over. No, absolutely. All right. Now,
I mean, I would be also shocked and blown away if someone in this league has a Nissan Cube.
Oh my God.
Or
Just
any sort of
admit it.
square-shaped car.
Just
I
admit it.
wouldn't be. There's
You owe it
a
to
couple
everyone.
people in this league that I could see.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying is I want to know. It's like having an STD. You got to be upfront. You got to tell. You got to tell people about it. You got to fucking say it. You don't be the one that holds it just because you want to, slide it. You know what I mean? Just seriously. You have a Nissan Cube. Comment down below. Give us a picture of you next to it, and then tell us what went through your mind. I want to know. It's just nuts, man. It's nuts. All right. So I think that's it for Imagine, and obviously it being hashtag beta season, hashtag NHL 19. I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on it before we close out the show. Like, how are you guys liking it so far? I think everyone's kind of unanimous on it.
I fucking love it. I think the biggest thing that I love about this game is now, you could say, yeah, maybe they can tune down just a little bit the penalties on poke checking, because at this point I've adjusted to it, and the people that I've been playing with it have adjusted to it for the most part. You have to, when you do use it, it has to be like a really good opportunity. You just can't fling your stick around and all day. And I'll be the first to admit I benefited in this game greatly from it playing defense, absolutely. But I've adjusted to it. You play the body. The way it's more the way the game should be played, and you can't just spam the right stick when you have the puck, protecting the puck, and be absolutely impervious to body checks anymore as well. And we've played against a few clubs now with those guys that are traditionally top tier talent, and prepare your asshole kind of games. Okay, prepare it. Here it comes. And guess what? We've fucking beaten all these guys because they can't adjust to it, because they can't abuse those game mechanics. I absolutely love it. You're seeing players that know how to play the game, that know hockey, know how to move the puck quickly instead of just abusing that shit, succeed now, and I love it.
Yeah, I agree. 100% love it too. And yeah, I mean, did I take 12 penalties in the first game? 10 in the second game I played, 8 in the third game. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard trying to adjust.
Progression, though.
Yeah, progression, though. And I think last night we played, we played like 6 games. The last game we lost like 2-1 against an elite team, but we were like every other game we played a real crappy team and we'd score 14 goals, and we'd play a real good team and we'd beat them 2-1, 2-0, 3-1. I love that there's like a skill gap now. I love the skating. That's my biggest thing. I no longer have to worry about.
Absolutely.
My analogy was I'm playing 18, and I'm just worrying about how my guy is gonna turn, and then having to make these quick adjustments and passing and stuff. Although I do think in 19, the passing lanes are way tighter in 19 too. But your guy, you can adjust your guy's skating to actually hit these lanes too. Yeah, and if you make a bad pass, it's gonna get picked off. I get it, right? I love it though. I'm flinging passes left and right. I will never play defense in this game. I'm back to forward, 100%. Heard it here first. This game comes out, I'm going back to center. Not playing defense ever in this game. I love it. I love facilitating the puck in this game. I'm going back to my old way.
Huge. This is probably the first year that D's kind of OP. Granted with the poke checks.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? You make it harder on yourself. But still, that's
So far in this beta,
my
vision and my passing has been unbelievable. I have now that I can actually skate in I love playing in the neutral zone in this game. I love back checking on D. I love the hitting. I love playing as a center on the blue line where I can be physical and not people bubble off me all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love the two-way center game in this game is so fun to play. Going back to center. You heard it here first. Fuck defense. I'm over it.
I'll tell you, I played center last night, and I just like you. I thought I played really well last night. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if BTW and Crispy want to say otherwise. I don't know, but I thought I felt great. I felt like I used to play. In NHL 18, if I go play forward right now, it's going to be bad. I can go ahead and tell you that.
Same.
Nobody's going to want that.
I think it's be bad for everyone to go back to 18 in any capacity.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a...
this game reminds me of this game reminds me of 13, 14.
Before, the
Yeah.
beta came out. If
That's what I've heard.
You had me playing forward 2 weeks ago, it wouldn't have been good. But
Right.
I
And,
know
and
it's
this is the
just-
thing. This is for all these guys who've been playing this game for 7, 8 years. Like, this brings you back. And I love it because all these little 18-year-old nubs out there right now who have just been abusing game mechanics for the last 4 years in next gen are going to get so exposed when this game comes out because they're not going to be used to it. They're going to take forever to adjust. They're going to play their stupid games where they hold the puck too long. You can't hold the puck either, right? Like in this game, you can hold it for a little bit and you're in the right opportunity. And yeah, I like how you can control
Put
your
puck
guy and your
control
build
up
so you
and
can
put
have
agility up. You
like a
can
bigger.
do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can hold the puck, but you're still going to get bumped off it too. So you're not going to be like
Yeah.
these teams that can hold the puck a ton too. In the defensive zone on breakouts, you absolutely cannot hold the puck.
Absolutely
Feel like
not.
you
Yeah.
need to make smart plays in this game. I just think that like making the right hockey play in this beta rewards you way more than just
Absolutely.
like doing something absolutely banana land play.
This is the only year I've seen. I mean, I've been playing NHL since forever. I think we all have, but I've been only in the league since 15. But this is the year that I've seen where it rewards positioning, especially as a defender. It rewards you more often than not. In fact, I say that in I don't know how many games I've played, where if you're in a lane for a cross crease, whether you're in the middle of it or on your check, typically being on your check would be best for a cross crease, your guy's picking it off, or he's disrupting it or something. And by the way, the difference between 19 and 18 for it is if you're in the lane and you're rewarded for it, cool. In 19, your guy's not in an animation still pulling it, and then he's like doing a weird stretch, so he has to do a little pass. He already is ready to pass that. One touches reward you more if you're in the lane. It's just more fluid. It's just, I find it's way more fluid for the controls. Obviously, because of skating, it's not doing weird animations. Everything's just fluid. I feel like the skating engine really, and I believe it's here to stay, because we're all saying this before the day one patch, before the big October patch. We're all saying this before the not the demo, but the when it comes out, the preview, I forget, before the game actually comes out, and where that gets changed from the beta too. That being said, I don't think skating's going anywhere. It's the whole point of this season. They may tune down poke checking like Rocco just brought up. They may tune down hitting for people that feel like it's too arcadey when I think it looks really realistic. If you're caught and you're a smaller guy, smaller build, like all the attributes and height and weight in this game definitely affect what you can do. And I think that's huge. I think it's great. I think seriously, I just feel like it makes a lot of sense. And just to touch on the traits and attributes thing, people can say, like, I think that's kind of split, but I think it's a happy medium between the people who want to customize their attributes and who want player builds and not to worry about it. I think it's only fair.
Yeah.
There's some logic to it. There's strategy to it. So that I think that also touches with these 10-year-old kids who just like, I want to dangle. It's like, cool, but if you're gonna up your agility and your speed,
Good
you're
luck
gonna
hitting
go
a
down
one-timer.
and something. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck even with your wrist shots. Like it affects those a lot. It'll affect your accuracy. If you're gonna be a guy who dangles, it makes sense that you probably aren't a sniper, right? And if you're gonna be a sniper, it probably makes sense that you're a guy who's probably not that a wiggle hero. So again, there's counterbalances to everything. The smart people will win out. The people who know hockey, I think, will win out, or at least adapt faster because they're actually playing the game. And since the game's getting more realistic, they're getting rewarded. And I think that's the overarching thing. I mean, again, I could go.
There's way
go
more
ahead.
variety on the ice. There's just way more variety on the ice, right? There's way more variety. It's like not like everyone's got the same build. There's variety. It's like you get a little buff somewhere and a nerf somewhere in your build based on, you know what I mean? I think it's a lot. And you can really, granted, it's not like super customizable too, but the super customizable was when everyone had glitch builds and shit, and that was the worst. So there's some level of parity, but then also a level of customization that tunes to your playstyle. Like I want help passing. You know what I mean? Because I want to be a center that can distribute. So I'm going to buff my passing, and I'll take a hit on shooting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just the way that you want to play and the style you want to play. And I don't know. I think it's awesome. I do think they need to tone down the poke checks slightly, but not too much. And I think hitting is. I love hitting. I love the fact that you can play center or defense too. And I played a little bit of defense in this game too. And you can actually hit the hit button in front of the net and not take a penalty. Like, you can actually play physical defense again without having to like hold A or hold Y and tie somebody up. You can bump people in front of the net all the time, and And not take
really
penalties.
realistic that way.
Yeah,
You're allowed.
you should be, like,
You
that's
should
the
be
top, yeah.
chopping people, like not with your stick. You know what I mean? But like kind of not cross checking, but just giving them little checks.
Just
Little
bumping
checks.
them, yeah.
That's
Let 'em know you're
100%
there.
allowed in hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah, absolutely, exactly right, Rocco. But no, you guys kind of touched on it early, and we could go on and on about it because we will. Yeah, there's just a lot they fixed. The skating allows you to do so much. I've been saying this for years. I would love a stand still button, because now when you actually hold left trigger, like especially in front of the net when you want to cover a guy, I don't want my guy kind of half gliding around the place, and I can't really stand still and just be in a lane. If that guy's not moving, waiting for a one-timer, just let me be in his lane. You know what I mean? And left trigger it's just fluid. Your guy kind of just stands there. He starts and stops exactly how you would skate in real life. The acceleration takes a while to kick in, because in this game I don't think it knew when your player wants to reach top speed. It's just like, are you skating straight? Yes. Are you skating straight for more than 5 yards? Okay, start boosting. And that could just be you going behind the net when you're trying to be cautious. So it's just more fluid. It's a lot better. And now you touched it with those elite players or those shifty guys, Rocco, that you guys are beating. A lot of the shit that they were doing in 18, they can't do in 19, which is simply auto drag, not do a literal toe drag. Auto drag pucks through people because they're near them. As soon as you're near somebody, it's, there's some contact there, or you're already past the poke check, they're going to lose it. Something actually realistic is going to happen. They have to learn to avoid and use each other. Everything's just way more realistic. It's way better that way. Yeah.
I gotta say, I stand still toe drag Gibby last night. Absolutely fucking hilarious. Everybody knows Gibby Clavier Merle.
Gibby Merle. Yeah.
Yeah, I stand still toe dragged them last night. It was incredible. I'm so pissed I didn't record it.
Oh my god. Didn't happen if you didn't record it. Legit though.
Yeah,
and
witnesses.
And I don't know what else there is to cover about it. It's a lot. I think nobody was really excited for ones. Maybe because everyone kind of just assumed that was more of a focus than improving the fucking mechanics of the game. That being said, I haven't seen I've seen a couple bad puck pickups, but that's usually after you destroy somebody and you're trying to reach the puck from under their corpse. And I haven't seen a goalie interference goal count. And that was a big issue. Like in any way. I've seen every type of goal, like high stick, kick in, goalie run, and they all just didn't count. So I don't know if that's fixed as well.
I haven't even seen like too many of those like questionable goals either though. Like I think the goalie hasn't been like complaining about like these weird pickups or weird deflections. I think like one time last night I saw Quantum Tech in position. He took a slap shot and it bounced up in the air, and his guy did this weird animation where he turned around and like swatted into the net.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the first time I've ever seen anything like that. But like, it shit happens every game, at some point in this game.
If you play 10 games and something weird happened in one of them, I think that's fair. I think it's fair to have an anomaly. Yeah. Not every game though, so that's good.
Yeah, definitely. I love it.
Yeah.
Don't change much. Just tune. I want there to just be tuners. That's it. Just tuner updates, and not too big. I think that's it. Yeah.
Oh, and sorry, that was your point with the poke checking. Is to be fair with the poke checking, I find if you're 50-50 with the guy on a puck, like you're on D and they're forward and they're breaking for that puck, or they have the puck, your poke is gonna work. I've seen that. I mean, it's at a respectable. I'm sitting here with probably an over 80 attribute in poke checking. It's just the weird ones where the guy turns on you and your instinct is a poke, you're going to the box immediately, which is, I think, fair. And I think everyone who's good or knows the game has adjusted. You can still poke in this game, it just needs to make sense. And the cat and mouse game where the guy has you beat on defense, that's fucking fair. I don't care how many people are getting beat, you need to play more back than you actually think. And it's been like that forever. A lot of times defense aren't even in the zone when your offense is in that zone. It depends on how deep they are, because there will be guys stretching out for a pass, aka Swagger, whatever, or name whoever. It definitely, as it is now, teaches people how to respect distance, when to use their pokes, and play better positionally. So it's great.
You guys, do you want to wrap this up and play some club?
I kind of want to wrap this up and play some club. I think that's definitely
I need to eat lunch.
Keep
nom.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's definitely it for 19. Obviously, share your thoughts below, whatever you guys think about it, if you agree, whatever, it doesn't matter. Ask us questions if you need it. And just a reminder, there's a 239
Questions for the next show.
Questions for the next show, questions for 19, whatever you need. It'll be probably 2 weeks from now. We don't know what's going on with the other show. But yeah, obviously there's
PSA, so that's my favorite part.
What's your favorite
Questions. I love questions.
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 Yeah.
Answering
Need
questions.
Interesting questions. Ones that aren't boring. Yeah, so there's a 239 store. Get your swag if you need it. All things 239. Again, we're looking at expanding it, but right now we just got shirts, sweaters, mugs, stickers, all that stuff. And also, there's a bunch of streamers in the league, and they're streaming more full time. There's too many to name now. We got like new guys like Crispy and Neki and a bunch of dudes streaming. So check out their streams. It'll be in the stream tab, or just go on Twitch, or just you'll catch a link in a chat box and just follow, subscribe if you can. Keep growing the league that way. And yeah, that's it for us this week, guys. Thanks for listening. Pretty much it.
See ya.
Later.
Bye.